That's the sound of your mind working on your brain chains. That's the sound of your mind working on your brain chains. Oops, I didn't know you guys were already here. Well, welcome. I'm Bill Knapp, and this is BillKnappBlog.com. Before I get started, I'd like to cover two quick areas. Number one, if you like these videos, do me a favor, go to my website, SpeakerBillKnapp.com, and sign up with your email. And then I promise you that I will send you a notification as soon as these videos hit the air. Number two, if you'll notice at the bottom of this box, we've got comments. Please add your comments, and thank you to all those people that have been sending me these comments in the past weeks. I have found them to be very insightful and in many cases very helpful. So, I guess you can tell by the ditty that today's subject is brain chains. What are brain chains? I'm glad you asked. That's my nickname for those silly little programs that keep running through your head over and over again, telling you how to perceive things, how to act, and how to think. These are programs that we have developed from the time we were little children, tots, before we could make up our own mind on things. Not convinced? Well, let me help you out. Let's say that someone, when you were a little child, someone you loved, someone who was very caring for you, someone you trusted, had a bad day, and they came home, and you did something, and they spun around and they said, "Oh, you're so clumsy," or "You're never going to amount to anything in life," or they could just simply say, "You're just not smart enough." And we take that thought, that comment, which is not true, and we stick it in our little mind and our subconscious, and we play it every day, over and over again, until it becomes a brain chain, and until years later, we now use that as part of our decision-making process and how we act today. Still not convinced? No problem. How many of you remember the old wives' tale that if you cross your eyes, they're going to stay like that permanently? How many months or how many years did you hold on to that falsity until you suddenly realized that it was utter nonsense? Give you a personal example for myself. I was about 8 years old. My father and I were in a museum in Chicago, and he made a comment to me that he said, "You know, as a father, I have to worry about what would happen to my family if I died. But I don't have to worry about you, Bill, because you're a little bullheaded, some strong-willed. You know where you want to go in life. You're going to get to your goals." But then he added in, "But you're going to find it the hardest way. You're going to do it in the most difficult way. You're going to do it in a way that you're going to tell the world to shove it. But you're going to get to your goals." As an 8-year-old child that had just been facing his father's own mortality, I took this as gospel. And I have to admit, I took pride in the fact that I was going to do things the hard way. And for years, guess what? That's exactly what I did. I did things in the most difficult manner possible. Until one day I woke up and I said, "Is this really what your father wants you to believe?" And I realized that it too was nonsense. So I discarded this old brain chain and I developed a new one. I'm still strong-willed. I still know what my goals are. But now, I go for them in the easiest, fastest, and most efficient manner possible. Isn't it time you pulled out your brain chains and looked at them, and the ones that are nonsense, discard them. And then you start building your own life, your own brain chains, with fact about what you want to do, what you can do, what you will do. And then stand back. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you will blossom. This is Bill Knapp from SpeakerBillKnapp.com. Please remember, go to my website, send me your email so I can contact you. Check the comment box at the bottom of the page. And until the next video, please live in abundance and with unbelievable amounts of gratitude. That's the sound of the mind working on your brain chains. That's the sound of the mind working on your brain chains.